Welcome to this demo of the 2020 HAE Global Conference registration system. We are very excited to share this system with you that will make you register for the conference taking place in Frankfurt, Germany in May 2020. Before we go through the registration, just a few things that we would like to highlight as very important before you start. First of all, HAEI allows people to travel with travel grants to travel to Frankfurt earlier than the 14th of May. And we also allow an extension of the return flight after 17th of May 2020. All travel grant tickets, and this is important, have to be booked through HAEI and our travel agency Marine Travel. It comes natural when you go through the registration process, and I'll show you that in a minute. People who buy their own tickets will not be reimbursed by HAEI. And remember that the conference registration fee includes 3 nights at the conference hotel with arrival on the 14th of May and departure on the 17th of May. If you extend your stay, you will have to either book and pay additional room nights through the registration system and make your own hotel booking through other means. If you want to join the Jakobusweg walk, that will take place on the 13th and 14th of May, and if you are planning on participating in the long version of the walk, you should arrive in Frankfurt no later than the 12th of May 2020. If you plan on participating in the short version of the Jakobusweg walk, you should arrive no later than the 13th of May 2020. And if you're planning to participate in the sightseeing tour of Frankfurt on Sunday 17th of May, which is starting from 9 a.m. and ending at 11:30 a.m., you may have challenges with flying back from Frankfurt on the same date. Should there be a complication regarding your return flight on the 17th of May, we will notify you and offer you either a later flight out of Frankfurt, most likely the next day, or refund your paid fee for the sightseeing tour of Frankfurt. Before you start your registration, please also make sure that you have the passport and travel grant code of all travel grant applicants at hand before you start registering. And please also have your credit card ready. And make sure that you have all visas, etc. in place before you start the registration process. As you can see here, the site offers you obviously information about the conference. It offers you also important information here. And you can click the registration part. You can also see more about the program, activities, practical information, etc. If we go into the registration part, the first thing that I observe here is, of course, the fees that I need to pay when I register, and also what it includes and what it doesn't include. I have to make my selection whether I'm a patient caregiver, a healthcare professional, or pharmaceutical industry representative. In this case, I'll be a patient, and by clicking here, I am then given a choice of how many people I would like to register. If I want to register more people and we want to stay in the same room, I have to register these people at the same time in one go. If I want people to register several people who want all to stay in a single room, I do one registration at a time. So if I was registering here 2 people, I would get a double room through the system, and I would be asked to enter the names of 2 people. In my case here, I want to register 1 person in a single room. I have to type my name. And I have to select which track I want to participate in. And that will be the patient track. And I click Register Participants. I am told what my registration fee covers, and here I'm asked to choose the global conference package, which includes my conference participation, 3 nights at the hotel, breakfast, lunch, dinner, as described. And the price will be 250 euros per person. So I select here, and it gives me an overview of my cart. And here I can see I have 5 items in my cart. It is my group, which is patient caregiver. It is my conference package, which has a price, and then it has the 3 nights at the hotel included here for free, because that is included in the conference package. So I continue my registration, and then I'm asked if I want to arrive earlier than the conference starts. Remember, conference starts with arrival date on the 14th of May next year, 2020, and the conference ends and departure date is the 17th of May. So there you have a selection of rooms, and since I have booked a single room, I would also book a single room here if I needed to arrive earlier or if I wanted to arrive later. In my case, I don't need to. I'll arrive on the arrival date of the conference and I'll leave on the departure date. So I'll click continue here. Then we get to optional extras, and this is where we can select the Jacobus week. And obviously, if you want to join the Jacobus week, you have the option of booking a hotel room for a day or two earlier, as we saw on the previous screen. I will take the Jacobus week, the short one, just for showing you how to order it. And I click choose, and I then get the selection up here. I choose a name, and I have been registering for more than one person, I would have had several people's names listed here, and I would have to select one by one. So select one and the t-shirt size and confirm my selection. I obviously want to join and you can see here, by the way, that the Jacobus Week walk has a price, 15 euros for the short and 25 for the long. The welcome dinner is included in the registration fee, and I will like to join that. So again, I select my name and I confirm selection. Had I been 2 people or 3 people registering, I would have had to click choose now again and select the second name of or the name of the second person, and later on again choose and the name of the third person. I also want to participate in the conference dinner, and here I click my name and confirm the selection. And if I want to join the sightseeing tour, again I click my name and I confirm selection. As you can see over here in the cart, it builds just like when you do your online shopping. I'm still the patient caregiver group. I have my conference package. I have the 3 nights at the hotel that is included in the conference package. And I then have the Jacobus Week short, and I did regret that I selected that, not because I don't want to join it, but I simply don't have time to do that because I have other things I need to take care of at that and on that day. So I delete it here, and it's gone from my selection. I have the welcome dinner and the conference dinner and the sightseeing tour, and it all adds up to 280. So I continue my registration and go to checkout. Up here you can see the coupon code, and we're going to use that in a moment, not right now, because I want to show you what I can fill out here and how I do that, and also go through the payment. But we'll get back to that in a second. This is not the travel grant code field for those of you that have a travel grant. We will see in a moment. So there's a few mandatory fields here: first name, last name, and phone and email address. The others are optional. So if you need a receipt from HAE, you can fill in your company name, etc. In my case, I will just type in the first name and last name, and I will type in my phone number, a very unique one, and my email address. Like that, and I can see my order here, and we've gone through that a couple of times, so I won't do that again. And down here you can see how to pay with credit card. Fairly simple, as you do when you shop online. Enter your card number, your expiry date, and the CVC code of your card. Now, probably wouldn't be a good idea that I do that and record it and put it on YouTube with my own credit card. So for this demo, I have a coupon code which I will apply, and I have to regret saying that this can only be used once, and I will use it now. So unfortunately, this coupon code is no longer valid when I have used it. What you see now is that I obviously don't have to enter my credit card information. So when I click pay and continue to participant registration, what we've done now is we've registered for what do we want to participate in the conference. We have paid for the conference fee and for the additional selections that we have made throughout the selection part. And now when we continue here, we go to the participant registration where we enter the names, the addresses, etc. for the people that we want to join the conference here. And please allow up to 60 seconds for the payment to process. This is important as obviously the credit card has to be validated and etc. like any online payment. And then we move on to the registration part. So please be a little bit patient if it lasts a short while here. In this case, it didn't. I had a coupon code, so that's fine. So now we go through and we have a little bit more that we need to enter simply because we need to know who will join the conference. As you can see here, it says register the first participant. And important, when I'm done registering myself here, if I would have to register the second participant, obviously it would say register the second participant, and we will go through the second participant and the third and the fourth. So my name is pre-filled out, my address, and my zip code, and my country, my email address, and of course we're not sure that would have to be the same as where I would want my invoice to be sent, so that's why it is a little bit different, or rather I have to type it in again. This is what you get when you ask me to multitask and I have to type in and talk at the same time. So my phone number and the name that I want shown on the badge obviously has been pre-filled out. I am 18 years and above. If I was under 18 years, it would come up with fields where my parent or guardian would have to sign for me that it's okay that I join the conference here. If I have any special diet or allergies or any comments, I can put that in here. And for my date of birth, we could just say it's something like this. I then agree to the general liability and the general consent and read it carefully, of course. If I do not have a travel grant code, I will click register participant, and I would then register the second participant if there were more in my travel party. If I have a travel grant code, this is where I type it in, and again I have to say I'm sorry, but this can only be used once, and it is being used right now. So I apply the travel grant code and it opens a couple of fields more that I need to type in. And here we ask for the name that is put in your passport, and as the example here and written as it is in your passport. So my surname would be Jon, and my given name, if I can hit the buttons right here, would be like this. I am Danish of nationality, and my expiration date of the passport is like this. So my nearest airport would be Billund, and I would like to arrive in Frankfurt on the 14th. Now, I could arrive on the 1st, I could arrive in April if I wanted to as well. I could arrive on the 6th and so on. Important is that I have to tell HAE when, and especially our travel agency, when I want to arrive. And as I said previously, I can arrive earlier if I wanted to as well. I can also depart later than the 17th, but in my case, I want to depart on the 17th. And if you have any special needs in relation to your flight, And then I confirm that I have a valid passport and a valid visa, if I need a visa for the trip to Germany, and that I have a valid credit card. Now, since I'm only registering one person, this will be the end of the registration. Comes here. Had I had another person in my travel party, I would get the same registration form that I needed to fill out again. And remember that if you have a travel grant code, and you can see the confirmation for my registration just came in here. If I have a travel grant code for the other people in my party, remember it is a unique travel grant code, and I can only use it once. So you need to use the one that has been assigned or given to the different people. That was a registration. What will happen afterwards? Obviously, if you do not have a travel grant, we look forward to seeing you in Frankfurt, and obviously you need to make sure to get your own transportation to Frankfurt. If you have a travel grant code, we will reach out to you, or rather our travel agency will reach out to you. And here it is extremely important that when you receive a mail from them, from our travel agency, that you have only 24 hours to confirm the ticket. And that is important that you stick to that time frame. Please check your inbox after you have registered regularly to check for the mail, and please also check your spam folder if it should go into your spam folder. That was actually the registration. Really easy and straightforward, but just a few things to mind before you get started. Have your passport ready, your travel grants code ready, your credit card ready, and know when you want to arrive and when you want to leave. That's very important. Look forward to seeing you in Frankfurt, and hope this will be helpful for you to go through the registration. Thank you for now. Bye.